Hi guys. So, remember like 1 month ago, 2 months ago? I don't even know how much time it was, but it was like a long time ago. I did some Loona theory thingy. Yeah, this is part 2. Yay! Now, I I I have to say, I think I'm gonna lose my voice today. But anyway, I will still try to read it. I didn't read it myself, just a part, because I tried to do this video 1 week ago, but I was too tired for this, Now, please, just 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 acknowledge that it's not my theory. It's not mine. Anyway, let's go. Lunaverse Theories Part 3 Other Hustle. Hustle has been acting really off in their MVs. What if she never killed her other self? Please read Part 2. It's essential to understand this theory. More like, go watch my video with Part 2. It's a 2-hour long video. Yay! I think it's 2 hour long. I don't even care. So let's go. Let me in. Quick MV run through. Hustle arrives at Iceland in a yellow van. She notices crystals on the ground and begins collecting them. This eventually takes Hustle to the broken airplane, where she finds 2 feathers that lead her to the other version of herself. She uses one of the diamonds to shoot her other self. She walks up to it and lifts the dead bird. Her hair is wet as if it rained. Well, honey, you're in Iceland. It's snowing. You know what happens when snow melts? It begins water. You know what it happens then? That water is making your hair wet. Now, sorry for my British American accent combined stuff. Anyway, Hassel went to Iceland with a goal of killing her other self. 2 of them were never shown together in a frame, making me think they shouldn't coexist. Maybe 2 of them were never supposed to meet. Well, honey, guess what? They are in real life. They are the same person. Do you really think BBC has time to edit this thing? Probably they don't. If you think of it, we never saw dead bird Hustle. She lifted dead bird, not other Hustle's body. What? How is she supposed to touch herself? Like the other body of herself. Please explain. Just explain. Anyway. Perhaps Hustle never killed her other self. The concept of another you taking over has been really popular with horror movies. Hustle did not finish her solo. I repeat, bad Hustle sang the last line. You would expect someone that is supposed to be defeated to be sad, but other Hustle isn't. She's literally smirking at the end. Maybe she was already a too big part of Hustle to go away, so Big Hustle has finally been replaced by her other self. Now I gotta see it. Wait. Let me. Oh, true. Okay, now in the lyrics, Hustle doesn't think about letting go of other Hustle. She thinks about becoming her. The moon rises and I am becoming you. We were so different, but my heart is now being colored with you. When I open my eyes from the long night's dream, will I be you? Will you be me? Getting more like you, getting used to you, solid your girl. The girl is the boy's girl. That's confusing. Bird hustle is actually supposed to represent the boy, so this part of the lyrics probably means that the other hustle has the real one under her control. The last bit of puzzle in Let Me In is that that got me questioning the death of Bird Hustle is the fact that Let Me In doesn't have a logo at the end. All other MVs have some type of logo or at least credit scene, but Let Me In doesn't. It just suddenly ends as if that's not the end. As if there's something else that happened near the end, but we never got to see it. The only other MV that ends like this is Kiss Later. Did I make it dramatic enough? If not, I don't care. Good. Well, Kiss Later is another story. A whole another story. Now, if you didn't listen to the whole beautiful 2-hour video where I said the hair color theory, let me tell you a small part, something. Basically, if you have blonde hair, you're more knowledgeable. And if you have dark hair, you're less knowledgeable. Get it? The only exception from the rule is Eve, who's the most knowledgeable but has dark hair. But anyway, so for example, Olivia here has dark hair, so she's least knowledgeable. Well, more or less, she is very knowledgeable, but the thing is that Eve doesn't accept her. So this kind of stuff, Oh, anyway, I'm not explaining well, so thanks. But who's actually the other hustle? That's about Bird Hustle, by the way. But who's actually the other hustle? What are her origins? She has blonde hair, so she's supposed to represent knowledgeable hustle. The version of her was enlightened by Eve. She is also a boy hustle, and in the lore, Eve was represented by the boys many times. Every day I love you around you. In the opening moon logo of Let Me In, there's dark red color because Eve is right there. Also, Hustle's bird outfit is very similar to Eve's swan outfit. Wait, really? Yeah, dark red, Such a good song. Too dramatic for me. Most people would edit that part out, but guess what? I'm too lazy for that. I'm not gonna edit a 1 hour, 2 hours video to look like I will. Oh yeah. What I don't understand is why it's showing fast. Anyway, just to make it clear, I don't think that the bird hustle is actually Eve, but I think that Eve sent her. Something is off with Hustle. Honey, to even know Hustle as a person. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, the poor girl was in hiatus for like 1 year, I think. I don't even know how much. Because, yeah, anxiety and stuff. You're saying she's off. Something's off with Hustle. Well, the girl's mental health. That's what is off with Hustle. Anyway, not me being literally biased with underrated idols, and yeah, that's why my bias is Vivi. Anyway, Hustle is the only member in Hi Hi that did not run. In Hi Hi, all the girls ran to meet each other and break the loop, but Hustle didn't. We can already see something is wrong with her. No, my poor girl is tired. No, just kidding, just kidding. Probably there is meaning behind everything, but you know what? It's fun. So let's just do it. Coincidentally, the happiest hustle we ever saw was in Love and Leave when she was running. Love and Leave happened before Let Me In. Well, okay, next. Did you notice that on top of the fact that we see Bud hustle instead of hustle herself in Into of Rain 51 dB, that Let Me In wasn't actually playing in the clip? You could hear all other songs, but for Let Me In, it's just the sound of wind blowing. That's questionable. But you know what? I don't care. I really don't care. I mean, wind is good enough for me. Better than Let Me In because it's too dramatic. I don't know, Let Me In just sounds dramatic and weird. Is it only me? Anyway, so in the Carol Hustle didn't show up to their meeting spot. She looked at her phone and clock. She knew she was late, but she didn't care. I wouldn't care either. Two Jin are together throughout the MV, but Hustle has her own segment. It's weird because Hustle loves hanging out with her friends in Love and Leave. Well, people change, you know. In group photos, Hustle is always looking in the other direction than everyone else. With that info, think about the fact that Hustle is the only member seen around Yojin. Whenever we see Yojin with another member, it's always Hustle. She's always leading her somewhere. Hustle is constantly watching her. Even in the beginning of Kiss Later, you can hear birds. One of the most popular theories is that Eve sent Chori to make Yojin sing in Kiss Later. But what if she sent other Hustle too? Perhaps Hustle does not want Yojin to be found. What if she is luring her deeper into the forest? After all, if Yojin will behave, she can replace her as well. Too many rhetorical questions. Next, in favorite Go On, Vivi, Jinsol, Hanjin, Yojin, and Kim Lip hold Hustle like they trapped her and that she's breaking free from cage from being trapped. Member at the front holding Hustle is Yojin. By the end of this theory, you'll understand why Gowon and Hyunjin, Vivi, Jinsun, and Kim Lip will be explained in the future. Or you'll understand why Gowon and Hyunjin, Vivi, Jinsun, and Kim Lip will be explained. No, I need Vivi right now. Vivi, I need ya. Vivi, I need ya. Perfect. Anyway, is it a coincidence that Hustle cut her hair short in Butterfly? I don't think so. It's the same length as the hair of fake Hustle. You mean Bird Hustle? You mean Hustle? Who do you mean by fake Hustle? Anyway, you know what? She looks good, and that's all that matters. Now, let her be. You know? Thingy. The Carol and Heart Attack timeline. Heart Attack and the Carol supposedly happened at the same time because Hustle from the Carol helped Chu from Heart Attack, but that's impossible. In the Carol MV, Hustle was waiting for Heejin and Hyunjin at 3:45 in the afternoon. In Heart Attack, Chu was outside the room where Eve was around 9:30 in the evening. Yeah, so basically 5.5 hour difference. At the moment Hustle woke up, Chu we can hear bells which suggests that it's midnight, and Hustle was with Toojin until the end of the carol, so it's impossible for her to be at both places at the same time. She couldn't help Chu while she was waiting for Toojin, because she didn't hide the presents yet. Hustle the presents yet, and Hustle from Heart Attack had them. She couldn't help her after the carol neither, because presents are already opened. Hustle from the carol has different shoes, different presents, and she carries a purse that Hustle from Heart Attack does not have. The only possibility is that Hustle already knew Chu was asleep. She excused herself for a few minutes and went to wake up Chu. It wasn't a coincidence at all. Isn't the Hustle smirk at the end of Heart Attack kind of suspicious? Everything is suspicious, honey. Everything. Well, could Hustle know that Chu needs help? We don't even know if real Hustle is aware of Chu's existence. On the other hand, fake Hustle would know that Chu needs help because she's connected to Eve. That means Hustle in Heart Attack is the fake one. You mean the bird one? You mean the blonde-haired one? The carol starts with a dark red logo, so that makes me think that Bird Hustle was in the carol as well. Really? I'm already confused. What about you? The girl in the boy's wish. Now look at the lyrics from beginning of the carol. Keep in mind that you are boy Hustle singing that to girl Hustle. Is it you, baby, the little wish I've been dreaming of? Only if you will be with me. Why does this sound like... be in love, uri, I go Jenny. This is how it sounds, literally. Also, my Korean, it's terrible. You're welcome. Teasers. Who has time for that? Apparently you have time for that. In Loona's X1X teaser, there's a sound of a heartbeat in the background, and it stopped when Hustle appeared. Yeah, Hustle is breathtaking, I know. The beeping sound of me trying to think what song is that? Wait, let me search it up. Eclipse. I don't even know. Wait. Oh, you have to. Anyway, the beeping sound of the ECG machine in 12 o'clock teaser. How do you even pronounce the name of the album? 12 o'clock, 12. I don't even know. No. That's why my bestie hates me. Starts getting faster when the location I will have to pronounce that thing. Reykjavik. Help me. When the location disappeared, which is in Hassel's location, Iceland. I would surely know how you are supposed to pronounce the thingy. After that, we hear a long beeping sound that means someone died. That's because the real Hasul is dead. Eve killed her and replaced her with a fake one. What? Who is the fake Hasur? Anyway, you know what? As I said, Hasul is breathtaking. Anyway, the XIIX we saw in XIIX we saw go on running after Yellow Van trying to stop it. She's trying to stop Hustler from going in Iceland and meeting her other self. She eventually gets exhausted and falls to the ground. She failed her mission to save Hustler, then another go-on appears. This go-on went back in time to let me in. She set it herself in one and only. Time is in my hands. I would love to touch time, you know. She went straight to the plane and took a feather that Hasul used to find her other self, and that resulted in two Hasuls never meeting. Thus, Hasul didn't get replaced. Go-on saved Hasul from Eve, but real Hasul doesn't know about Chu. Maybe Hasul is saved, but no one helped Chu, and she froze to death in heart attack. Chu, you gotta stop the cuteness and save yourself. Whole timeline got changed because of that, but I'll talk about that when I cover butterfly effect theory. Oh my. This person has many theories in their head. Many theories. Go-on and Hyunjin. Even though Go-on didn't physically appear around you, we can feel her presence. Really? I just like the song, you know. In the scene where Hyunjin was writing letters, two items caught my eye. First is a wooden plate that says Castle Ashby Gardens. One of the gardens in Castle Ashby is called Butterfly Garden. Ooh, that's actually interesting. That needs research, girl. The other item is a picture called Miss Violet. It's a drawing of a cat next to Miss Violet Butterfly Bush. Okay, we get it. They made a song called Butterfly. Yay! Fly like a butterfly. Good job. While Hyunjin was writing letters, she heard a noise of something breaking and went to check it just to see a broken vase and red thistles on the floor. The thistle represents enlightenment, a person who has gained their crown. Thistles are also one of favorite nectar sources for butterflies. That's a link to go on. Or that's the butterfly. Guess what? The butterfly is one of my favorite animals. Am I part of the theory? Am I go on? Oh no, honey. Don't think it too far. But thistles also represent something else. Thistle is considered a symbol of sorrow, sin, and even curse. You just said it means enlightenment, a person who has gained their crown. What does it mean, honey? What? In ancient mythology, the goddess of fertility, Cercea, 100% I pronounced it perfectly. Burning broom from thistles, as this is considered to be the culprit bush crop failures and disasters. It is believed that this plant has a hidden and secret power, but you shouldn't take this symbol as a sign of mystery and misfortune. It's a warning, but you can stop the bad thing from happening. So go on, try to warn Hyunjin. Girl, you're thinking it too far. It's just a plant. Just let it be. Next up, she opens the door, finds a bracelet, and smiles. We know Gowan sent her that bracelet from Cinema Theory. Many people say Hyunjin doesn't know who left her that bracelet, but why would she smile then? To me, it looks like she expected it. Or maybe she just liked it. We don't know. Just let it be. One and only. In One and Only, Eve is running after Gowon. At first, Gowon is confused. She doesn't understand why. Then Chori drops an apple she previously collected and knew. That made Gowon aware of Eve's intentions. She becomes scared of Eve and Chu and runs away from them. Okay, but what are actually Eve's intentions? I don't know and I don't care. Chori is a member of Odd Eye Circle, right? Yes, I'm pretty sure. I'm actually 100% sure, guys, but you know what? Odd Eye Circle knew what's going to happen to Hustle all the way back in Sweet Crazy Love. In Sweet Crazy Love, Odd Eye Circle felt there something wrong with their eyes, so they took eye vision tests. On a vision test chart, there were 3 shapes next to each other. First is a plane, second one is a bird, and third one is a butterfly. Oh no, you're not gonna do it again, right? Of course she is gonna. I'ma just predict what is going to happen. Oh, the plane let me in. The bird who is Hasur, and the butterfly representing go on, right? In it. The second hint they left was in Girl Front when Kim Lip shot herself. Happy life. Camera work was exactly the same as a scene where Hustler shoots a bird. Happy life. So that Apple Chori dropped made go unaware of other Hustler. A bit later in the MV, Cat appeared. What about Hyunjin then? She took Hustle to Iceland in her yellow van, so is she actually evil? If she didn't take her there, none of this would happen. Let's get over everything from Hyunjin's perspective. Oh my god. Are we still talking about Hustle or are we talking about Hyunjin? I'm confused. There was one teaser photo for Love and Leave that showed boxes of lemon juice. Lemon juice is good. Everything about the picture was quite normal, but the second juice, Hyunjin is a second member, was flipped, telling us Hyunjin was on a flipped side of Morbius, Morbius. The R is weird. How am I supposed to pronounce that? I don't even know, and I don't even care, in Eden. Now we know that Kat in One and Only was for sure in Eden. Kat or Hyunjin was there watching everything all alone. This is why she rejected Eve's offer to dye her hair. She knew what would happen otherwise. This is also where she learned of other hustles' existence. Good job! Yay! Happy! No, really. I don't even care, right? I'm still wondering why I even read stories. Probably because it's interesting. Anyway, as we know, Yellow Run from Let Me In belongs to Hyunjin. She took Hustle to Iceland to kill her other self. My guess is that Let Me In happened right after Around You. In the background of Around You teaser, you can hear birds singing, which once again ties Hustle to everything. Of course, Hustle is like center of Earth. She's the leader for a reason. Anyway, getting back. Anyways, Let Me In starts with driverless yellow car. Hustle gets out of the car and starts collecting diamonds, which leads her to the plane. If you look carefully, you would see there are yellow poles around her which guided her to diamond. So Hyunjin took her to diamond. As she starts collecting them, she says, "It can't be a coincidence. Diamonds are perfectly aligned as if someone left them there." They are also seen around Chori. She had diamond earrings in Love Cherry Motion, and the diamonds looked exactly the same as the ones from Let Me In. Same shape, size, and color. Since Chori is Hyunjin's mirror, that could mean that Hyunjin left those diamonds to help Hustle find Boy Hustle, or maybe it was Chori herself. That doesn't matter for now. That never matters. Oh my god. Hyunjin thought she's doing the right thing by leading Hustle to Iceland to kill Bird Hustle. She didn't know Eve will trick her into killing a dove instead of Boy Hustle. Dove represent innocence and purity. By killing a dove, she kill her good side instead of bad version of her. And because of that, fake Hustle managed to take over her. Now Hustle is bad, apparently. The last bit of puzzle is why would Gowon kill Hyunjin. As I've stated in part 2, Gowon killed Hyunjin by making a storm which kicked her out of Odai Circle. It might be confusing how they seem to get along here, but I said she killed her. The thing is that happened way before One and Only, way before Let Me In. At the time, Gowon didn't know Eve is bad. Eve is bad? Even I didn't know that. Eve tricked Gowon into kicking Hyunjin out of Odai Circle because she needed Chori to be in Odai Circle so she can do her dirty work. Eve knew that if she tried to tempt Hyunjin with knowledge, apple, she would fail because cats don't eat apples. Right? Well, am I a cat person or a dog person? Am I an animal? Yes, I'm a cat person. Do I love apples? Of course I do. Does it matter? Of course it doesn't. But you know what? Apples are good. Out of all universe, animals, only fruit bats and deers eat apples. Vivi was already with her, so Chori was the only option. Yokai. That sounds like some Japanese thingy. Like anime. In part 2, I explained that Hyunjin Wearing a cat head is a connection to Egyptian goddess called Bastet, but it's not only that. Obviously, because around you is found in Japan, there are hints of Japanese culture. Now, first of all, what is yokai? What is yokai? What? What is it? What is it? What is it? Yokai are a class of supernatural entities and spirits in Japanese folklore. Yokai are not literally demons, but instead spirits and entities whose behavior can range from malevolent or mischievous to friendly, fortuitous, or helpful to humans. The nearest or equivalent definition for yokai in Western world should be specter. Okay, I guess. Let's take a look at yokai. I'm not gonna pronounce this good. Yokai. Yokai. You know what? First, there's the nekomata. Unlike other cat yokai, the nekomata is viewed as a bad omen. They were known to possess powers like raising the dead or possessing them. You can tell them apart from other cats by their two tails. It was believed that if you raised a cat for 12 years, it could turn into a nekomaka. Nekomata. They were vengeful though, and if you mistreated a cat, it could only get more powerful when it transformed into the yokai. The nekomata had a friendlier counterpart and only far less nefarious. Just like the nekomata, they transform after you've raised them for 12 years. Unlike the nekomata, they are not out for revenge. They can talk and stand up on two legs like a person. In some stories, the bakeneko gets a hair more sinister when it grows into a human and takes on the resemblance of its owner. Some stories tell of the bakeneko trying to replace their owner, and in one dire instance, even killing them. Oh my god, this is gonna be long. Reminds you of something or actually someone? No. Should it? Should it remind me of someone? It doesn't. They can talk and stand up on two legs like a person. A cat that looks like a human. It's just like Hyunjin with cat head. Oh my god, don't start it again. The fact that it can replace a human is really disturbing considering my other hustle theory. If Eve sent bird hustle to replace real one, is it possible that she sent a cat Hyunjin to replace Hyunjin? I doubt that she actually died. Instead, I think they showed us an alternative end. It's a what if scenario. What if she got her hair done by Eve? Luckily, in reality, she refused. In this alternative ending, Heejin doesn't recognize Hyunjin, so they didn't become friends and Loona was never complete. In behind-the-scenes photos of Toojin, Hyunjin didn't have the cat head, so they in fact filmed another ending. That's confusing. That red thistle on the floor was go on warning Hyunjin about yokai, cat Hyunjin, other Hyunjin. Oh my god. BBC, why did you give them animal? Like representative animals? Just so people can create these type of annoying theories? Notice one difference between a cat that was about to replace Hyunjin and other cats in the envy. All other cats have gray fur, but this one has golden fur. Once again, we see correlation with my hair color theory. Yay! No. Around you lyrics theory. In the lyrics, Hyunjin sings about trying to confess to her crush, but her crush doesn't notice her. You'll come again today, without fail. I'm silently leaving again. That person must come every day, and Hyunjin needs to leave every day because they're stuck in a loop. No, it's not every day. It's just a loop. It's the same thing over and over again. Happy? Good. I'm carefully waiting, but I'm not expecting anything. I'm just blankly staring at you, then I leave. From far away, I wish you would only look at me. You are you. Are you hearing my words? It seems like the person she's trying to communicate with doesn't see her. In part 1, I explained how YYXY can't see 1/3 on Earth. That's why Chu couldn't see Hasul. The person she's trying to reach out to is probably from Eden. I can think of 2 options for who that person might be. First option, Gowon, simply because they have so many links to each other and Gowon sent her a bracelet. The other option is Eve. Because of lyrics, Eve said in Hi Eve, I love you. I want to look at only you. Don't you want to hear me say that? No, I don't. It seems like an answer to this line. Hyunjin said, I wish you would only look at me. I don't wish that. Lunaverse is Norse mythology. Oh no, don't take me with mythology and stuff. Surprisingly, Lunaverse has many links to Norse mythology, and I think it's really relevant to the lore. Do you think so? I don't care. Eve. Eve would fit a god called Loki. Loki is a cunning trickster who had the ability to change his shape and gender. He was a god of mischief. Loki sometimes assists the gods and sometimes behaves maliciously towards them. We've seen that Eve tricked Hassel into killing a dove, and you'll see in my future theories that at some point Eve tricked every member into doing something they didn't want in the first place. Loki also changes his gender just like Eve. I already said that she was represented by men in the lore multiple times. Since this part is dedicated to Hasul, even though I'm talking about Hyunjin and Gowon as well, let's cover the next. Hasul. Hasul would fit 2 goddesses, Frigg and oh my god, why do I have to pronounce that? Freyja. Yep. Freyja. Perfectly pronounced. If someone knows how I should pronounce this thing, just tell me, girl. Oh no. They used to be one goddess, but over centuries of oral tradition and different names across languages got split into 2 goddesses. Freya was the goddess of beauty, fertility, and love. She reigned over dead and war and watched over Folkvangr, the world dead soldiers went to. Her symbol was the dove. She was driven by a chariot of cats. Even though Hasul isn't literally driven by cats, we have Hyunjin's yellow van. Ring any bells? Freya is often associated with a new moon because As her life goes on, she becomes more confident and pure. Freya was an ordinary girl on Earth when Loki came down and tricked her into doing something that wasn't so pure. Following this event, she felt a strong feeling of betrayal and impureness. She also seduced people, but when she drank the sap from a branch made of yew of oh Yggdrasil, that literally sounds like Russian or something. Yggdrasil, she became pure and made an Aesir, perfect, which was the highest position in Norse mythology. Loki tricking Freya to do something she didn't want to. Eve tricking Hasur. What mythology is this? What language is this? Is this like Russian, like Polish? It literally sounds like Polish. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. In my future theories, I'll make connections between Norse gods and Jinsol, Gowan, Vivian, Olivia. Next part, Vivi's origins. Who actually killed Vivi? Hint, not Olivia, Jinsol, or Eve. Vivi died. No. Vivi can't die. No. Vivi only. Anyway, guys, bye.